double-O-W-double-E, ooh-wee. Looking for the sweetest hit, well, we got the recipe. Been patient, waiting for someone to show you. So we gon' show you how. We gon' break it down. We gon' break it down. Thank you.
Oh, man. Hey, Al, they should have been singing the whole time live.
Exactly, man.
I got 10 engagements. If I go to one event, I got like 5, 6 people, booking me, blam, blam, blam. And I'm just like, oh, my gosh, I'm independent. And I'm independent. And I'm like, wow, I'm doing it like on a big scale, like I'm a real artist. I'm like, what? But hey, I spoke
You are
it.
a real artist.
I am a real artist.
Was written, and you know what, cuz I'm so appreciative. You zeroed in right where I really want the reader to get. That's really the reason why I wrote the book. I wrote the book. I told God I would be faithful about the spirit that He gave me, and He wouldn't let me release it for some time. But if no one else gets anything out of that book, get chapter 9.
That's very, very simple. That's very, very simple. I talk nice to them. They call me Daddy. AJ Disco. AJ Disco. 3 times. And I make sure I don't do no physical harm to them. I just threaten to take the food, the clothes, and the home from them. And they act right.
Oh, okay. See, I was just thinking maybe you might have to clean house or something like that, but that's straight.
Well, back in the old days when I first started, I used to use the duct tape and the clothes hangers and all
yeah. See, I thought that, because that's an old tried and proven practice.
Yeah.
I mean, I heard.
It's a national anthem. I make them all say before I put them on the street. They say, we are K-Tickle Girl, the one you heard about. We fight with knives and 45s and broken bottles, too. We are K-Tickle Girl, so who the hell are you?
Mercy.
Who the hell are you?
Okay, I was just about to ask you that. Like, what genre would you say most of your music, I guess, is in? I don't want to put you in a box or anything, but what do you feel it most represents, your style of music?
Well, Ron L., who's one of my partners, and we formulate the Love Brothers. We've just finished our 4th CD as well. He lives in Virginia. He said it's a combination of jazz and hip-hop, which he calls Jip Jop, which I registered and copyrighted right away.
No, other than the fact that, like you said, I was sitting there was times when I was sitting beside him while he was doing his beats and everything, and, I don't want to call him his real name. Taz has come a long way, and his music is...
Thank you, Jesus.
This is The Voice, and as I said before, T-A-Z, host the show, man.
Good evening. This is ATAZP, Blog Talk Radio, Thursday night, as usual, back in the home seat. I have mommy, wife, queen, model, TV personality, actress, producer, and she loves being a mom and a wife. I have Jahna Rachelle in the house, y'all.
Hey.
Yeah, we got people
Thanks
yelling
for having
you.
me.
How you doing?
Amazing.
How you doing?
Always working.
always. I want you to because normally I ask what the person does so the audience will know, but skip that because this is for me. I'm greedy. Hey, how did you meet your husband? That's what I wanted to know. I have not asked you that, and I'm like sitting up here going, you know what? I don't know how they met or what happened or how it went down. So go on. You got the floor.
Yeah. Oh, I always love this story because I feel like this is a story we get to definitely let our kids and our grandkids hear later, and it's like a true love story, I feel like. But, yeah, I grew up in a small town in Zanesville, and I decided instead of going to New York, I decided to go to Pittsburgh last minute and go to college there. And I was going into my second semester, and I met him downstairs. At the beginning of each semester, they'd have these little dances downstairs. So I went down to the event, and he was standing there. And, of course, he's very handsome. So I was like, oh, my God, who's that? He's new. That was my first thought. And then I was like, we just started talking, and I feel like immediately when him talked, we just had a crazy bond. Like, we started talking about music, and I was modeling and in pageants then. So, yeah, it was like we kind of just bonded from there. And literally our first date was I went with him to this T-shirt company and went with him. He was making T-shirts for this show that he was doing, this house party and stuff he was throwing. So it was like from the bat, we like instantly went in to this entertainment business together. Like he was doing it before me. But, yeah, I feel like we bonded with that. But, yeah, we met there, and then we saw each other later on in English class, and then we've been inseparable since.
That's cool. I always wanted to ask that. I was thinking about it the other day. I was like, I never asked her that. Okay. And then, okay, how did he get you to woo on a couple of these tracks? How did he get you to sing,
I grew up in the church. Yeah, I grew up in church, so I feel like I always sang before, but I never sang professionally. Like I never went to a studio before or anything like that. So when me and him met when I was 18, he like literally like after a week after we had been talking to each other, we sat down and wrote the first single, Are You Ready? And we went to the studio, recorded it, and it just like that song just blew up from there. So I always had a feeling like I wanted to be a singer. I just was always so, I was too shy. And he was like, no, I'm getting you in the studio. You're going to record the song. So, but, yeah, we went in the studio maybe a week after we met each other, and, yeah, it's been amazing.
And you in the studio tonight, matter of fact.
Yeah, we're in the studio right now, actually, at 6th Street Studio with our producer, Dre, who's amazing. He's working with us with our project, and we're trying to get the album done right now, and he's kind of working with us with everything.
So, what do you like doing better, in the studio or live performance?
If this was me a few years ago, I would have said performing. But I think right now I'm kind of on a hiatus where I don't even want to do any shows or anything right now. I'm like, I just want to be locked in the studio for a while and just make a whole bunch of music to work on a couple of different albums. But right now I would say definitely being in the studio because I feel like practice makes perfect. I feel like I learn more things about myself.
So the pandemic has kept y'all in actually creating then. Am I correct?
Definitely during the pandemic we were in creative because we were in, right when COVID started, we were in New York, and I won first place in this showcase that we did. And then from there, we literally went to Miami, did the other part of the showcase, and won that showcase. And then it was like 2 days after we got done, and we were supposed to go back to New York to sit down with a couple meetings, COVID went out. So it was like everything shut down.
Wow.
So we were on this crazy, crazy, crazy move, and then in comes the pandemic. That wanted to put a damper on it, but it just made us more creative.
Because I know a lot of artists were, on the back burner when the pandemic hit. But, of course, a lot of people continued to create. It gave them more chance and time to create. Did you find that true, too?
Yeah, I definitely feel like it did. I feel like it kind of, for me personally, it put us in a couple different lanes of music, like trying out some new music. And I feel like I was so focused on the business part that I didn't take time to, like, write music and things like that. So I feel like this pandemic kind of put us back in that. Like, we started writing, I personally started writing a lot more music because Cino, he writes a lot of our music. And I kind of branched out to a couple other writers and stuff too. So I feel like it made me kind of want to get back into the old artist mode that I used to be in when I was a little girl.
Okay, cool. What I want to do, I'm going to play one song because I got 4 from you. The first song I want to play is Bag Talk. Explain that song before I play it.
Well, first, this was a fun song for the both of us. Like, we were just in the car just vibing, and this was, like, really one of the first songs that I had where I was rapping. So I was like, I feel like this was just,
wow.
Just, we got lit, just had some fun, and was just talking smack on the song. Like, this was a very fun song for me, and it's very fun to perform. Like, I feel like this song gets everybody hyped.
Glove on mic.
Yeah. When I first played it, I thought I played the wrong song. On real, because I had forgot about the beginning. And when it kicked in, I said, "Oh yeah, that's what I remember now." Took me a minute.
Oh yeah.
Who was on there and who did the beat on that song?
That what? I'm sorry.
I didn't hear what you said. Go on.
Oh no, I was saying that song fools you. Like it thinks that you're about to. It's gonna be like an R&B song, and then that beat hits, and you're like, "What? What's about to happen right now?"
Right. Who did the beat? Who else was on there on the song with you?
Oh yeah, that's my hubby.
Okay.
Yeah,
and he did the beat too.
Yeah, that's him on there.
Okay. I gotta ask, how do you pick what the lyrics you're gonna say on each track? I mean, who comes up with that concept for you? Does your husband come up with it too, or is it just you?
Oh yeah, he for sure does. Like he's the most. He critiques himself so much, but I feel like he's the most craziest lyricist. It's insane. Like he could literally write for anybody. I don't care if you're a singer, a rapper, a country singer. Like I feel like he could write just about anything.
Okay, cool. Do you come up with the subject and just say, I want to sing about this, and then he just boom come out with it, or it's just all him?
Yeah, like I feel like a lot of times what I feel like I come up with it, like when we first hear a song, is if I just like I'm sitting there and a song comes on and I'm just like na 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 na, like he'll be like, do that again? What'd you just say? And I'll do the harmony again, and he's like, okay, never in my life have I, or whatever. Like he'll be like, he'll start trying to write it. Like we'll try. I feel like we just kind of, when we work together and sit down with a song, it's like it's magic because it's like I'll come up with some harmonies, I'll throw in a couple words here, he'll write it, but his lyricism is he's crazy. Like I just love his writing skills.
So when the beat comes in, or sometimes I'm sure there's beats that y'all listen to that he's done. Do you pick and choose which ones? Like, yo, I like that beat, like that, or do you just tailor make it to the actual lyrics and the subject of the song that you're writing about?
Yeah, normally, we just we'll go through and listen to some beats because we get beats all the time from a couple of producers we work with, and we work with this kid. He's about 19 years old. He's in Paris. If anybody wants to follow him, his name's on Instagram. It's K on the track, and we've been working with him, and he's been doing like my Tell Me song that we did. We recorded that song and had a whole different of a beat for it, and he remade it. But he sends us beats all the time, and then we work with another artist. Another producer with our producer we're at the studio with now, Dre. He's got a guy, he's in Europe, and because we've been trying to work on some EDM and techno music and stuff like that too. So we get beats all the time, and then we'll just kind of sit down and listen to one and feel like which one is inspiring us, like what type of mood are we in right now? Like, are we in a party mood?
Right.
Or are we more in a laid-back type of mood, to write an R&B song or, things like that. So, yeah, really, it's not really we have lyrics written down already for a song. We just kind of sit down and get inspired, or we'll just take a couple beats with us to the studio, and we'll just get in the booth, and we're like, just hit record. And we'll just try to, I'll try to sing whatever we hear, from the beat.
Right. I agree because, like, when I listen to a lot of artists, sometimes if you don't mix it up with different producers, different styles, the music almost sounds the same on all the songs. But if you mix it up with different producers, different genres, change it up every now and then, that makes it more interesting. And I notice you guys don't stay on one style. When I do hear the music, you don't stay on one style. You come through and do it a different way. So, that makes it more
I definitely agree.
Of a variety.
Yes. I definitely agree with that. That's why I'm like, whenever I get that question, like, which genre are you in? And I'm like, all of them. Because I'm like, I have Spanish in my family and Black in my family, I'm like, I want to touch every single genre. I'm like, I'm never going to pinpoint myself. Like, I'm an R&B singer. Like, no, I can do just about anything. You give me a beat, I'm like, okay, I got you. Give me a week.
Okay, so just the last track I played, you rapped in it. Have you rapped in any more?
So we're working on a couple of new songs right now where I am. But yeah, that was the first song that we've done where I've rapped on a song before. Yeah.
Do you find it just as easy as it is just to actually sing?
No. And for me, I thought at the beginning, I felt like I found it difficult because I was just like, oh my God, I'm so used to like going here and doing harmonies and, and taking longer to record, and like literally recorded the song so quick. Like it was just like, and then I kind of was just like, I don't know if I like my talking voice. Like, I'm sitting there like trying to study how I need to have my voice range and stuff while I'm rapping too. And I'm like, it was just something I wasn't used to. So it was definitely for me. But now I find it super easy because I'm like, now I have a couple songs where I'm singing and then like I might rap for a second, like in the bridge or something like that. So yeah. But yeah, it was.
Well, make sure the next rap song, I need to hear that because I like that too. Now you were spitting all right, and I rap too, so I'm just like I was feeling that.
This new song we just did. It's a drill single that me and Sino did, and this song is so crazy. I cannot wait to release it. Like I'm sitting there waiting, like once this gets done being mastered, like I cannot wait to release this song because it's so. I mean, we did kind of like a back and forth like battle. Like it was just like he do like 2 lines and I'll do 2 lines. He'll do 2. Like that song is going to be amazing. I can't wait for that.
Okay, cool. The next song I want to play is "Lovers Do," and I love this song. You explain it, of course. It was on the ad on Facebook under the the advertisement for this show that we're doing tonight. So I love this song. Go on, explain the song "Lovers Do."
Yeah, so this song actually, we were just talking about this. We recorded this song, I mean, oh man, I want to say it was like maybe 5-6 years ago possibly. And this was like just a song about like appreciation, like what you do when you're in love with somebody and what you should do to show them they're appreciated. I feel like that's what the song is all about.
Be a part of me. Now your heart with somebody else. What happened to the love we made? Then all you do is think about yourself. And why you always lie to me? Like I wasn't here for you. Why couldn't you just keep it true? 'Cause baby, I was true to you. You keep pleasing me with broken promises. Hoping
Yeah, we representing WATAZP. Check it out, y'all. Yo, back when I was younger, for knowledge I thirsted and hunger was sucking up like a plunger, but yet and still I would wonder when people holler in their minds, are they thinking dollars is like rocking a sword broke? Yeah, it's hard to swallow as I brain power weaken, mind decrease. I'm thinking on shrill chatter, presidents deceased, but somehow we need to move just a little higher, looking at our desires and somehow get inspired. And the reason that I'm even here today is cause I had a couple things I wanted to say, like for real. If you wanna open your mind and be free, listen to WATAZP with my man Taz and DJ Stroke, cracking a couple of jokes and rocking mad music, poking fun in all the people that they wanna, because you know that we are really gonna have fun. Couple of laughs, some good times, the way that I come through and drop rhymes, people be looking at me cause I don't smoke lines, I don't snort lines, I keep it true. I'm about to do this in a freestyle type of mode, but yet and still I don't rock platinum or gold. I just got a nice watch and a wristband, and that's all I really need, man, is little love. You know what I'm saying? Spread the love, spread the love. Now I'm saying, yeah, spread the love, yeah. All up in the place to be, WATAZP, y'all.
ATAZP, this is TAZ on Blog Talk Radio with Jahna Rachelle in the house. Other music. Do you listen to other music? I'm sure you do. And who do you like? Who are you feeling? What do you think's hot?
Yes, I mean, I always get back to my 90s R&B, but who I feel like kind of related to that right now that I love so much is I love Jasmine Sullivan and Jill Scott, Kehlani. She's like one of my top favorite right now. Janae Aiko.
I like that too.
Yeah, those are like, but Kehlani's like, I feel like I'm just like her number one fan. I just love her.
Yeah, I like her stuff too. And I like her collabos too. Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
As much as y'all, did music and put out music, what is the ultimate goal you want out of this music thing?
So for me, I feel like it's not even really about the fame. It's like I feel like I just want to get our message out there. I just want to show people that you can do this no matter if you have kids, however big your family dynamic is. I just want to get people to love music again, like how we used to. Like the 90s was, I think to me, the 90s was like the best era, I think, for music, like everything from hip hop to R&B. I feel like that was like one of the best times for music, and I feel like right now it's getting back to that. Like I feel like people are really loving music again and supporting artists and stuff again too, because our kids. Our daughter right now is an artist, and she literally, she has a YouTube show. Her and our son, it's called the Monet Fresh Show, and they, are just natural, and they've been doing it since they were like 6 years old, just recording themselves, and it's been crazy. But she's writing music. She's wrote a song that we're actually recording right now too, and she's on it too. She's singing on it. So I feel like, just want to inspire all of our babies, which I see that that's happening now.
How old is she?
She just turned 11.
That's good. And it's good.
She can edit and everything. It's crazy. I'm like, you just.
It's a good message you're putting out too, because a lot of people go into music for the wrong thing, and you said you're not going into it for fame. Yeah, just like me. I'm not trying to be famous. I want to be able to go to Kroger's and get something to eat.
Right.
without getting mugged out there.
Right.
So I can understand it's for the love, and the love is much. Right. It runs deeper than the fame. Because if you love something, then, you'll continue to do it and put your best foot forward while doing it. Yeah.
Because I felt like if not, it starts turning into a job, and a real artist and a real entrepreneur does not like a 9-to-5, and I feel like you can make this feel like that if you don't do it the right way, and like if you don't really treat it like as if a hobby, like when you was a little kid and you sit in your room just writing raps or writing music and writing poetry and stuff like I used to do. It's like, you know, you want to get back to that, so your music sounds more organic.
And you're doing it from the heart, from a good place.
Yes.
Instead of treating it as a business, I got to get this out and we got to sound like so-and-so because they got the hottest sound, and then everything becomes watered down.
Yes, that's why I feel like we're so oversaturated with people that sound, I feel there's so many artists right now, they sound like, I'll have to sit there like, wait, who was that? Oh, okay, I thought that was so-and-so. Like, it's like everybody's starting to sound the same because they're trying to follow the same exact trend, and it's like, no, the whole point is each artist should be individual. Like, you can never say
original.
Yeah, you can never be like, that's Michael Jackson, that's Prince. Like, you know what I mean? It's like they're their own.
Right. So that's why I found that.
Jahna Rachelle.
That's why I found that answer refreshing, because it's supposed to be like that. It's supposed to be for the love of it, you know. So that's the way the outlook is supposed to be when you go and do music. I was reminded of that today when one of our friends, who he's older than us, he had a studio when I was 16, back in the 80s, like the early 80s, late 70s. And he had a studio around the corner from our house. And my friend reminded me of that. We were recording in there. And we did it because of the love, you know.
Yep.
Yeah. So the song Overjoyed. Explain that. I was like looking it up going, I know that's a word, but I've never used it in any of my writings. Overjoyed.
Yes. Well, it was a remake for Stevie Wonder's single that me and Sino love like so much. So, and to me, it was like why we incorporated our kids in the beginning part and at the end of the song also, because it just made you kind of feel like in this song you feel overjoyed from all the love around you from your family and your loved ones. So this one really always touches my heart because my babies were super little in this song.
Daddy, why don't you and Jahna sing me that song that we like? I love that song. I like when we sing that song.
This is for our family, our legacy.
I like this song so much.
Our legacy, yeah. Okay, look. Me casa, my word is my bond. I serve this crystal a bed in this house of our home. Wanna raise my princess king, give my princess a throne. Cause it's our legacy, we stay shining like chrome. I'm feeling like 13 when he took over Rome. I'm purposely hurting when I'm out of my zone. I'm working crazy as a father, look at all that I own. I'm never alone, my destiny shown, my cover is blown. Look mama, I'm grown, and you ain't gotta worry about me. You did great all by yourself, how you raised me and see. You was always in my corner, never neglected me. Taught me how to love, reasons why I love shit. I made it easy to be great, create the best in from me. I've invested in we, now we a family. I invested in we, now we a family. She's invested in me, now we a family.
I've been building my castle of love. Just for you, though you never knew you were my reason. I've gone much too far for you now to say that I've got to
like that. I like that.
Yes, I love that song. It's a vibe.
Where is the first place you want to perform with the new music? I'm sure you're going to get out there to promote it, correct?
Oh, yes, yeah. I mean, right now, mainly been working on, like getting a bunch of music done in the studio, and then when we, finally drop this album, we're going to drop the album and the visuals with it. And then, honestly, my favorite place to perform was we were at the Crane Theater in New York. I mean, there was so much support at that show. That was, like, one of my favorites. And I personally love performing in New York. I feel like there's so many artists there and there's so much support there that I think New York would be the first place I want to go.
Because you're in Pittsburgh, correct?
No, we're in Columbus, Ohio right now.
Okay. I know Pittsburgh was ruthless for performers. It's almost like going to the Apollo every night.
Right. I agree.
I know.
There's tons of opportunities for shows there, though, for sure.
I was there for a Grandmaster Flash concert, and the Crash Crew came out. They had one hot song, and they came out and they tried to rap another song. Boy, them people at I forget where we were at, the Fox, I think. They were talking about boo him, boo you, and your mama. I'm like, yeah.
Oh my God. Oh yeah, they were.
That crowd is rough in Pittsburgh. Yeah, yeah. You better come out right. You better play all your hits first. Don't try nothing new.
Yep.
So yeah, I thought I asked where you wanted to perform at, but New York is very supporting because a lot of people are creative in New York, and they love music.
Yes. I agree. Yeah, and then also with us working with all these overseas producers and stuff too, I really want to go overseas. Try to go to Europe, a couple places like that. I really want to get overseas because a couple friends of ours went to Europe and they decided to just go out there for like a month, and they just kind of hit up a bunch of different studios and a bunch of different like musical events and open mics and things like that. And they said they support so much with individual artists and local artists around there. And they were like, you just get so much support. They were like, we got more followers and more people supporting our music online from going out there. So I'm like, yeah, overseas is where it's at too.
Yeah, they're more appreciative of American music overseas. I've been overseas a few times being in the service. I did all my traveling when I was young. Being in the service, I noticed that they are more appreciative of American artists overseas, especially than they are, because they're a little fickle here.
Yes, I agree. Definitely agree.
I want you to give out your information where people can hit you up, check you out on social media, also hit up where they can buy the music too. Yes.
You can follow Jahna Rachelle Music on all social media sites, Facebook, Instagram. Also, our business page, Our Legacy Empire, LLC. Also follow Steno, RLE, Steno Bugatti, or DJ Steno Bugatti. And then music is all on all platforms as well. We're now also on Facebook and Snapchat and Instagram. So if anybody wants to put it on their stories and do like a little video of them dancing to the music or vibing to the song, you can do that too. You can add it on your story or your reel now. And then, and it's all on Apple Music, Google Play, Tidal, things like that.
I want to thank you again for coming through. Y'all like family anyway. I want to thank you again for coming through. I love the music. I love what y'all do. Continue to do it and continue much success for real. And your husband will be in later on in June. He'll be in here later on in June. Yeah.
Yeah,
so last
don't
song.
let him fool nobody. I'm going to start putting his music out for him because he's too talented. And thank you. You always, I mean, you've been supporting us for a while now, and I always appreciate the support. You know, when we're out here working, we take our little breaks here and there from, you know, putting anything out when we're in the studio and trying to work on new stuff. So I always appreciate you and, you know, always and doing these interviews on your show too. I love it.
Yeah, like I said, it's like family. You know, been knowing you for a minute now. Yeah.
Thank you. Yeah, so this single, Tell Me, was a remake from the original single, Groove Theory, Tell Me. And, yeah, this single was definitely one of my favorites. Again, it's a 90s R&B vibe. And my husband has been telling me forever, he's like, you need to remake this song because you guys have the same tone. Like, it's insane. So, yeah, Tell Me is all about, like, tell me what you want me to do to show you how much I love you and how much I want to be here with you.
All legacy shit. Introducing the queen, Jahna Rachelle.
I've been doing my own thing. Love has always had a way of having bad timing. But to my great surprise, ever since I looked in your eyes, I had one question for you. Tell me if you want me to give you all my time. I wanna make it good for you. 'Cause you blow my mind. I promise, boy, that I'll be true. You're the perfect man, so tell me if you want me to. Yeah. If you start to sleep on this, boy, you're wrong, 'cause all I dream about was our first kiss. And you're the first one to make me feel like this. And this is one opportunity that I can't resist right now. Boy, you wanna know the deal. You are wondering if the words I'm saying are for real. 'Cause you got more appeal than any man in this world. And baby, I've got to know how you feel, yeah. Tell me if you want me to give you all my time. I wanna make it good for you. 'Cause you blow my mind. I promise, boy, that I'll be true. You're the perfect man, so tell me if you want me to. Yeah, sweetheart, now it's time I let you know. We don't need to rush. We should take it slow. Boy, I can love you if you help me grow. Give me a new beginning.
I got you, baby. Yeah. Girl, this shit, we gotta grow to it. To make you move to it. Say my love was 1 in a million, but you blew to it. Slow when you do it. Like you new to it. Fuck you inches away from death, your fault I grew to it. Tell me what you want, what you want. Baby, I'm on let me baby, I ain't here to stun, do a stun, put that ass up high, and I roll it like a blunt, let the bass beat, same rhythm when I do beat, I'm slow it up while the beat speeder. This is chestnut checkers, king, queen, mean team, baby, let's make a bloodstream, have a toast to your next wet dream, just pour you a glass of brandy and make me your high king, give me more to that, E to that, just tell me what you want and I agree with ya, free.